fact that my name is a number, so I ain't gotta say it. I just gotta do the number. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We up in the morning. I was gonna show you. Cleaned up the kitchen, swept a little bit. Plan on mopping, but it's raining outside, and if I let the dogs out, they're just gonna track dirt in here again anyway. So I'm probably gonna wait on that. If I even let them out, or at least in the backyard, because the backyard is muddy as fuck. But probably gonna do some more cleaning today. Hopefully we can get some type of dresser or some shit today, because nigga, living out of bags is not it. I would say that shit to the end of my days. That shit is not it. It's not kosher. So the sooner we can get that, the sooner it'll be easier to navigate our clothes and actually have somewhere for our clothes. So there's not sitting in the middle of the fucking floor. They're not literally on the floor. They're just in the way. But other than that, man, we're gonna see where the day takes us. It's Sunday, so you already know. I mean, we didn't do nothing last night necessarily, but Sunday is recovery day regardless. Just gotta get ready for thy week ahead. So I'll catch y'all in just a second.
Oh, pet her.
Hey, sweet baby.
Hi, baby.
You're such a sweet baby. You're such a sweet baby.
Is the cat distribution system working?
Oh, you're such a sweet girl. Oh, she said, I'm not done. I want the pets. Oh, you don't like booty scratches. You like head scratches.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, baby. Garrett. Hi,
just hopped in the whip with us.
Oh, what are you doing? Hi. You don't even know what your left penis looks like, and you're talking about that. Hand it to me.
Man, nigga really ain't been on shit today. We was trying to get a Target order placed, that shit wasn't working for a good like hour and a half. Which kind of pushed our day back, because we was trying to knock out everything that we need to knock out at one time, and everything is around Target, so we was trying to just wait on that, but we ended up working. We got the order later than we was trying to, though. I wanted to help my sister with moving my grandma's stuff too, but that fell through sadly. But it's all good, you know. We're making it work. We getting through it, so figuring it out. Out here right now, outside of Kush House, standing in the midst of a beautiful place. Standing in the midst of a beautiful place. If y'all know or remember, was I vlogging during that time? I don't think so. I didn't start vlogging until I got to Atlanta. Well, I used to stay over here. Actually, the apartment we stayed at was like back that way, right up the street. It's called The Edge. We used to live there. It was a very nice apartment. I would say that's all the apartments that I've lived in, price-wise for sure, the highest. But it definitely was one of the nicest. It was considered a luxury apartment. Definitely one of the biggest apartment complexes out in the city. And it had a very good view of Oklahoma City from where I was. And it was nice, but financially it was just way too much of a burden at the time for us. Nigga was having to work 2 jobs type shit, like didn't have time for myself at all. I was always tired as fuck. I was unhappy, bro. I didn't want to keep doing that to myself. So we ended up moving, but all is what it is. Well, you know what I'm saying? Everything is meant and everything serves its purpose. It was definitely fun living downtown, one. And then, I mean, it was a little harder because we didn't have a car at the time. We was having to take the streetcar and then, like, scooters everywhere. But other than that, like, and which, that wasn't bad either. I mean, it was fun for what it was, like I said. But that was definitely a place for us like at a later point in our life, like when we become adults, like type. That's one of those places, like if you have the money, like, and you want a place in the city, but you also have your own house somewhere else. That's the type of place you live in my opinion. Um, but it was definitely fun living in the city. I wish I started vlogging at that point. I think at that point I was still just I was doing videos at that point, but I wasn't vlogging yet. Yeah, that's when I was still doing my little um, recaps. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember those. I don't know if anybody that's watching now was watching then. If so, I fuck with you and put it in the comments if you wish, cause I really fuck with you and I really appreciate the support. Uh, but which child is that? But yeah, that's when I was doing my recaps and shit when I stayed over there. So it was definitely a nice place, and I would love the opportunity to live there again at a later date if that's something that's called for me, but it just wasn't at the time. It was causing more strain and stress on me than, you know, positivity and light and stuff like that. So but definitely wouldn't mind staying out in the city again. I mean, granted, we don't live far. Like the place we stay at now, not only is it a house, which is what we've been wanting for a while, especially with a backyard for the dogs, but it's on May, and if you live in Oklahoma or if you've been to Oklahoma or whatever, and you kind of know the streets, we only like a good 10, 15 away from most of downtown. So like, it's not like we're far. I feel like we're in a very good spot still for that, like being close to downtown, but this was just way closer because like we were damn near in the heart of downtown. I mean, like we're okay, let me not say the heart of downtown. So really the apartment complex we stayed at was in Midtown, but Midtown is literally, I could walk to Bricktown, which is like, I don't even know if Bricktown would be considered downtown. I mean, it's in downtown, but I don't know the classifications and shit. But I could walk there from the apartment we used to stay at. I could walk from where we staying at now over here, but that would be more like, if y'all seen when I was in Atlanta still, like how I was walking damn near 3 or 4 hours a day from where I stayed at all the way to Atlanta, like the city of Atlanta from the West End. So, which I'm definitely not opposed to. I've actually was talking to my homeboys about that shit the other day, about starting to do that again, like just walking around and exploring new parts of the city, whether it be driving somewhere, parking the car, and then getting out and just walking around, or doing what I used to do, and literally just one of the days, if I'm off work or if I just got time, just grabbing my backpacks, packing it up with stuff that I need, and just walking around the city. Because I mean, I definitely could walk from here or from where we stay at to the city, and I think that would be a pretty cool thing, especially if I go a different way or a new way that I never went before. But yeah, man, it's cool, bro. Oklahoma's a cool place. I mean, it's up and coming, so you know you ain't got everything, especially not like fucking Atlanta or nothing like that. But I feel like for what it is, for what it's worth, and if you're the type of person that likes to explore and find the nooks and crannies, the things that really make a city what it is, beyond just like the shit on face value, I feel like Oklahoma is a really good place for that, because it's not super popular yet. Because like, while it's still growing in popularity, you're getting more of those type of nooks and cranny spots, and you're also getting more people who want to experience those things, so they're willing to go out and explore for those things, rather than just being able to look it up on Google and be like, okay, this is where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too easy to do that. Like, I feel like we miss out a lot on a lot of places when we're just relying on Google, you know what I'm saying, or relying on previous experiences to base where we go in places, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing that I love so much about being in Atlanta is that, even though, yeah, of course I Googled things, so I knew where I was going and I knew what areas I was in and shit like that, for the most part, I found most of the shit I found out there from just getting out and walking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my way around there from getting out and walking around. It wasn't from using maps or using this or using that. I was just walking around, my nigga. And I walked everywhere because I didn't have a car until my girl came out there. So, and it would have been the same when she did get out there, but as y'all know, the place we were staying in, it was way too difficult. So, but like I said, everything is for a season, everything is for a period, and I'm sure whenever my time comes again to stay out there, I'll be out there. I already got business out there with my homies and doing what I'm trying to do. So of course I'm gonna be back out there as much as I can be. But for right now, it's mostly just chilling here, getting my shit together. So that's what I'm on right now. But I don't think it's weird when I talk to the vlog and people walk by. I just don't want people to think I'm talking to them, and then I have to be like, no, I'm not talking to them. Cause like, and it's not even like I'm scared or nothing. I just don't want. I like to avoid some interactions. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that makes me an avoidant person. I don't give a damn. I tend to believe in the idea that some interactions just don't need to happen, and I'm a very interactive person, mind you. Like I love interactions, especially interactions that I feel as though I can gain something. Ooh, excuse me. That I can gain something from. But if I know that the interaction is not going to lead to anything useful to me or worth my time or energy, I try to avoid it. And I feel like those are the type of interactions that I want to try to avoid, of having to be like, no, I'm not talking to you. like I'm talking to my phone type shit. But shit, maybe that's how I should be though. Cause maybe somebody fuck around and be like, oh, what are you recording, you know? And then I can explain it to them and they fuck with the vlog or they fuck with the channel or something. I do want to start getting. I'm waiting for my girl to come out. I do want to start getting more people involved with my vlogs, especially random people. Obviously, not just putting no camera in people's face. That's never what I would try to do. But just like meeting new people and then seeing if they're cool with me recording, our conversation, whether it's a conversation that I'm starting, whether it's an interview. I think I'm going to start doing a lot more interviews. Actually, speaking of, I ain't going to say too much. Just know I probably got an interview coming, and I'm sure bro will let me post it on the channel. So whenever that gets done, I'll definitely let y'all know. Y'all be the first ones to see it, of course. But I definitely want to start doing more interviews. I feel like I'm really good at interviews, and I love doing them. I actually have an interview out right now with one of my homies for his tape, one of his tapes that he dropped called Awkward Age, one of my favorite tapes. I'm pretty sure y'all know about it for the most part. If I remember, I'll link it in the description, the actual interview itself. I'm pretty sure I've linked the tape in the description a couple of times already, but I'll link the actual interview if y'all like to see that. It'll be in the description. I'm trying to remember. I'll put it in my notes so I can remember. But yeah, man. Definitely want to start getting more involved, getting more people involved with these. Because, I mean, the whole point of this YouTube shit to begin with was to build community for me. And, I mean, yeah, it's easy to build community online when there's people that don't know you, you don't know them, and it's like we're connecting online, and that's still cool, like that's still perfect. That's an excellent use of technology, and I feel like that's a use of technology. I feel like that's a use of technology that we severely undermine and we take for granted. Because I feel like that's one of the main reasons why we were even given the power of technology and granted this blessing of technology. So. But
definitely.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. See how I'm ending the vlog today. Y'all know how I go. Hope y'all had a good day yesterday. Had an even better night. Was able to follow your dreams, whatever that means for you. I hope you woke up today refreshed, energized, ready to take on the day. You tackled this morning, and then you kill the rest of the day.
That was hot. It went off. It went on.
It's just fine. They're just saying that it's not going to be heating up anymore. And now all of your desires come to pass, and that you keep creating.
Oh, just the eggs on the stove.
They're fine.
Could get them.
I'm looking at it.
Hairs could drop in it though.
Babe, they're still cooking.
How are they still cooking?
Because I want to keep them warm.
Well, if you want hairs in yours, you could keep it on there, but I don't want hairs in mine.
Take yours out.
Why can't you just put it in the microwave?
I'll catch y'all in the next one.